is NBC 10 News at 6.
Right now at 6, Terminal Talk, city leaders in Monroe, and discussion of the best location for the new Greyhound bus stop. The small child attacked by a pit bull on a chain, how the young boy is doing, and what happened to the dog. We've got the latest. Plus, a crash that looks like a scene at a Final Destination. Did the driver inside manage to make it out alive? Details ahead. Well, thanks for joining us. I'm Natasha Williams. Gordon Boyd is off this week, topping our news at 6. You may have seen Greyhound buses in downtown Monroe in the not-too-distant future. The existing bus terminal may be moving closer to downtown, and not everyone is happy about it. NBC 10's Brian Briggs tells us the road to approving the terminal may not be a smooth one. Right, Brian?
That's right, Natasha. I'm here live at the Monroe Transit Downtown Terminal, where a new Greyhound terminal may be working itself into the station in the not-too-distant future. And finding a new location for this terminal has already seen a few roadblocks. Greyhound buses can be seen coming and going from this station at Highway 165 in Desert, but this location may be at the end of its road of operation. In the past, the new terminal has hit a couple of roadblocks trying to find a new location. Council members will be voting to secure this location for the station, which would be here at the Monroe Transit Downtown Terminal.
It causes concern for people that are moving into downtown Monroe and, of course, businesses that are trying to start and survive in downtown Monroe.
But the road may not be so smooth if the station ends up moving closer to downtown. Councilmember Michael Eccles is concerned that the increase in traffic and crime will lead downtown development down the wrong road.
It's a major concern to bring additional buses in our downtown. Plus, if you look at some of the criminal-related activities that do happen around these bus terminals, putting it in the core of your downtown next to pedestrian and retail businesses is not the best idea.
The proposed new terminal in downtown Monroe has been stirring up quite a bit of discussion, and businesses and residents alike in the area are wondering what this is going to do for them and the city as a whole. Some business owners in the area also voiced their concerns of the location of the potential new terminal.
Kind of in the research phase. First thoughts aren't too many positives for the city of Monroe.
Now, city council members are currently discussing where this station is going to finally end up. And if it does end up getting approval, the timeline of when it will be integrated into the station is still unknown at this time, but we'll keep you updated as they come into us. Live in downtown Monroe, Brian Briggs, NBC 10 News, your local news leader.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The City of Monroe Council will decide whether or not to adopt the ordinance approving the new ASME contract, the new agreement between the city and union, which represents 339 city employees, now the largest union in the city. The city says the contract was supported by 95% of the voters, but that's only 65% that actually cast the ballot. One employee telling NBC 10 he feels the contract would do more harm than good and has questions about the pay scale study.
It actually hurts the workers. It takes away from the workers. It doesn't involve the hardest people, the hardest working people in the city workforce, which are the garbage workers, the trash workers. It shows no numbers how much the study is going to cost. It gives no definite date how long the study is going to take.
Sims says he wants the council to table the ordinance until that study is complete. This would be the first new contract since 2000. Temporary and part-time employees are not allowed to be a part of the union. A woman and a baby are lucky to be alive after police say their car was slammed into in the back of a log truck. Now, the accident happened on South 5th and Coleman in West Monroe around 2:30 this afternoon. The log truck was stopped at a red light when a Jeep SUV failed to stop. This caused the log to go through the vehicle, through the entire windshield, all the way to the back. The woman who was driving managed to dodge the log and avoid being hit. She told police her brakes failed. Now, there was a 1-year-old child in the back seat. Neither the driver nor the child were injured. No one has been cited at this point, but officers are still investigating. A 7-year-old boy is in critical condition tonight. Police say he was attacked by a pit bull. Now, Grambling police say it happened around 2:30 Monday afternoon on Medgar Evers Drive. The boy was playing outside when he apparently got too close to that chained-up dog. Police say the pit bull attacked, biting him on the head, shoulder, arm, and legs. The boy's father hit the dog to pull the boy to safety. Officers say that dog was so out of control they had to put him down at the scene. The child was flown to Shreveport and is recovering from very serious injuries after surgery. The dog is being kept at that house for the friend of the father, and the pit bull's owner has been issued a criminal summons and more charges are possible. Ouachita Parish Sheriff's investigators need your help to find a missing teen tonight. 16-year-old Nicholas Rangel was last seen at his home in West Monroe on October the 6th. He's about 5 feet 11 inches tall with a muscular build. He has brown hair and brown eyes. If you've seen him or know where he might be, call the Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office at 318-329-1200. And the Ruston Police Department trying to find a runaway teen. They're trying to locate this girl, 16-year-old Kendashia Thomas. Now, police say she was last seen leaving the Ruston High School football game with some of her classmates. Anyone with information regarding her whereabouts is asked to call 318-255-4141. A new restaurant and retail center is on its way to West Monroe, located right across the street from City Hall at the corner of 7th and Powell Street. The depot will be 7,000 square feet of eatery, shops, and entertainment. The owner of the center says the project will bring plenty of money and fun to West Monroe.
This brings tax dollars to West Monroe, brings more entertainment and restaurants to the area, and just further enhances the city.
Now, no word yet on what businesses you can expect, but construction should be finished by midsummer of next year. October is National Disability Employment Awareness Month. Today, dozens gathered at ULM for a conference on disability advocacy. Now, the purpose of the program is to raise awareness on the barriers people with disabilities face by encouraging them to focus on their strengths and working with small businesses and nonprofits to focus on employment opportunities for people with disabilities.
What this event is doing is highlighting and focusing on people who usually get sidelined or get marginalized just because they have a disability. So we are celebrating the fact that they are part of the workforce, they are part of the mainstream, and they are as able as anyone else.
The conference was a partnership between ULM's College of Business and Social Sciences and Families Helping Families of Northeast Louisiana. Well, Cold Desert Tattoo wants people in the ArkLaMiss to be inked for life for a cause. Standing in solidarity for 1 week, they will be tattooing semicolons to help those who are suffering and know that they are not alone. The event starts today and goes through Saturday. Organizers say it's more than a tattoo. It's a universal symbol of unity with people struggling with depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts. In order to get a tattoo, though, you must be at least 16 years old with a valid ID, passport, government ID, or driver's license will work, but birth certificates will not. For the breakdown on what you can expect and what you need, you can head over to myarklamiss.com. Not knowing when to vote yes or no could cost you. We're going over what to expect on the midterm election ballots. Details coming up on Amendment 3 to help you make an informed decision.
Well, rain across our area today, again scattered as we mentioned yesterday. Big changes in store after the rain ends tomorrow. And the latest on Michael. All that in the full forecast as NBC 10 News at 6 continues.
Your local news leader is now delivering all the top stories that matter to you in the first 10 minutes of our 10 p.m. newscast. 10 at 10 on 10. 10 minutes of uninterrupted coverage on your local news and weather. 10 at 10 on 10. Give NBC 10 News at 10 10 minutes, and we'll give you the ArkLaMiss. News, weather, and sports. Follow us on the KTVE NBC 10 KARD Fox 14 Facebook page.
2014 GMC Terrain, $14,995 at Waller Singer, Winsboro.
Looking for an affordable option to treat erectile dysfunction or an enlarged prostate? John's Compounding Pharmacy in Louisiana now has low-cost options. Many ED treatments can cost hundreds of dollars. Take advantage of John's Compounding Pharmacy's competitive pricing, as low as $6 per dose. A prescription from your doctor is required, and we offer free discreet mailing.
So what are you waiting for? Give us a call today.
866-270-3573 or John's Pharmacy in Albany.com.
us on the KTVE NBC 10 KARD Fox 14 Facebook page.
2016 Nissan Altima, $16,995 at Waller Singer, Winsboro.
News sponsored by Calhoun Grocery, your finest meat market. NBC 10 News at 6 continues.
NBC 10 is your local election headquarters. We want to make sure that you're prepared before you head to the voting poll this November. Today we're going over one of the more complex proposed amendments concerning political subdivisions. Our Randy Ayala breaks it down.
Political subdivisions, you may not know what they are, but you deal with them every day. And on Election Day, one of the amendments could change how they do business. Here's exactly what you will see on your ballot for proposed amendment number 3. Do you support an amendment to permit, pursuant to written agreement, the donation of use of public equipment and personnel by a political subdivision upon request to another political subdivision for an activity or function which the requesting political subdivision is authorized to exercise? ULM political science professor Joshua Stockley explains this question on the ballot.
Political subdivisions, i.e. state and local governments, cannot just loan out equipment to another subdivision, another state and local government, unless they receive something in comparable value. So let's say a city would like to borrow a bulldozer. They cannot borrow a bulldozer from the parish without receiving something comparable in return. If you vote for the third constitutional amendment, political subdivisions can borrow and lease equipment without receiving something of comparable value. So you can just loan the bulldozer and they don't have to give you anything back.
See more on this amendment as well as the other amendments on the ballot. Go to our website, myarklemis.com, and click on Local Election HQ under the News tab. For your local election headquarters, I'm Randy Ayala.
Well, time's up for Arkansas and Louisiana voters who plan to register to vote in person. Today was the last day for Louisiana and Arkansas residents to do so at their local registrar of voters or county clerk's office. However, Louisiana residents have another week to register online. Now, you can sign up at www.govote.com.
I got to remember to do that. I just moved and I don't know where I'm voting now.
But you could go to your old one in case you don't.
Yeah, I mean, but I want to vote in the right precinct. I want to make sure I vote on the...
And you had a good day to go do it if you wanted to do it today.
Yeah, I mean,
you missed out.
Completely whiffed on it. But I think the second half of the week will be awesome, too.